And it is Friday, and that means we are in our Southern Union State Community College kitchen. Today we are cooking with Cork and Cleaver, and we have Chef Elliot with us today. What are we going to make?
So today we are going to start off our meal with cooking down some collard greens. That's going to be the longest part of the dish. Those collard greens are going to be served on top of a bed of Hickory Grove Farms stone ground grits with some Gouda cheese, and then we're going to put on some fried catfish, okra chips, and a crystal hot sauce bechamel.
You said that cooking the collard greens is going to take the longest. It can be a little tricky. Why is that?
So collards have a little bit of a nuance to them. You need to cook them slow and for a long period of time to let all the flavors really settle, to make them delicate. Anyone here in the South kind of knows if you've had someone who doesn't know how to cook them, it's very apparent. So first and most important is getting a good collard. So we have fresh collards over here. So this is how they look when they start. You're going to start your pan off with some bacon and some onions. So we have this cut up right here. You throw them into your pan, let that render down, get those that fat, that nice caramelization. Add in some garlic, put in your collards, slowly massage all of that into the collards, and then we're going to take, this is a chicken base. If you have chicken stock, you can use chicken stock. You can use any other stock you want. I'm personally partial to the chicken stock because I feel like it doesn't overpower the flavor of the collards. It pairs with it. So you're going to add in a little bit of liquid to keep them moist. Once you get it to where it's starting to boil a little bit, turn it down, let them simmer for about 2 hours.
So, tell me what this is again.
It's the chicken base.
Chicken base.
Yeah,
how do you make that?
So this is essentially if you're going to make a chicken stock, you're going to let it render all the way down to where it's mostly solidified, and then you blend it. If you're going to make a chicken stock at home, you're going to start with bones and fresh vegetables. You can buy pre-made stock. The difference is that a chicken base is going to be very condensed, and then you add in water, and the water is going to spread it and thin it out so you're not over seasoning. And it's just easier to keep. It's more stable. It takes up less space. You don't have to do all the cooking and waiting for the stock to render all the way down.
Is it more flavorful, in your opinion?
I think so, but that's also, it's a good safety measure for those who cook at home or maybe don't know how to make a proper stock. It kind of gives you a little bit of a safety net to make sure you're getting the flavors properly balanced without having to know how to really make a stock.
What about rinsing the collards before cooking them?
So if you are getting your collards, especially from the farmer's market, personally I like blue vein collards, but it's not quite the season for those, so we just have a standard green collard right now. You want to thoroughly rinse any vegetable you use, but especially if they're getting them fresh, because bugs love the same stuff we do, so you want to make sure they're clean.
So how long do those take to cook?
It's going to be about 2 hours from start to finish, and that's mostly just because it's low and slow till the end. So when they start off, they're nice and bright like that, and when they finish, you have more of this kind of dark green color, kind of some brown hues in there. That's when you know they're ready, and you can feel how tender they are as well, because the stems will also be tender.
Coming up, we're going to work on our fish.
Correct.
And then you have some grits.
That's correct. So those are from Wetumpka. The mill grinds them down there. Grits are going to take a little bit longer than the fish, so if you're going to cook this at home, start your collards first. Those take the longest. Then you're going to start your grits. Grits, to do them properly, takes about 30 minutes, and then after that we'll do the fish.
So these are ground here locally.
Correct.
You like to get all of your stuff fresh.
It's always better if it's fresh, just for the sake of supporting local business, but also it teaches you more about where your food is from, and I feel like that respects the food, but also respects the farmers. So, if you want good stuff, you want local stuff, you want a good connection with your local farmers, go to the farmers markets, meet your local producers, learn the stuff from them, and they're going to know more about their product than you will, so they can teach you a couple of tricks as well.
Speaking of good food, you have a new menu.
That is correct. We just launched it a couple of Wednesdays ago. I'm very happy with it. I think there's a lot of very strong dishes on the menu, but this one in particular has seemed to be a fan favorite. I was very excited to put it out there. I thought it was a very beautiful way to show a very classic Southern dish, but done a little bit more sophisticated and with a little bit more care.
It's an upscale catfish.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of an upscale meat and veggie dish.
Yeah, it's like meat in threes, because you kind of have your fried okra there, but we're doing an okra chip instead of fried okra, so it's not more cornmeal, because there's already cornmeal that's going on the catfish, so it allows for the okra to kind of be its own thing.
All right, so we're going to let those cook.
Correct.
Collards cook, the grits cook, and then you finish everything else.
Exactly. Yes,
This seems like a good Sunday. Like you could get some things going.
Yeah.
Before you head to church, and then
get these on the slow cooker or on a pot with a cover on them. Make sure that it's safe. Go to church. Go out with the family. Go see some stuff. When you come home, they'll be ready, and you cook everything else.
So you could put these in the slow cooker.
That's how my mom does hers and her green beans. I like doing them on the stove just because I get to watch the stuff as it's cooking.
Yes.
But if you need to set it and forget it, that's a good way to do it.
All right. Looking forward to our next segment with you coming up. We'll go back out live to